Okay, well, our project's going to be this little planner here. We like making these planners. They're so simple and easy to make, and that's what the channel is all about, trying to make small and things for beginners. That's what we're really working on. Okay, like I said, we've had this one written down for a little bit, and I decided to go ahead and make it. Now, it's not too late to make planners. Keep making them, because fall's coming up, and when fall comes up, you can put fall flowers in this thing and decorate, put leaves and different things like that. Maybe go to Michael's and pick up vines and stuff. You can do a lot of things with these. And then sell them. You can also sell them. I'm not going to tell you that you can make thousands and thousands of dollars off of this stuff, but you can make money off of woodworking. You just got to take your time and find the right advertisement to do it. Picket fence, it's going to be the cedar boards, so that's really inexpensive. You could pick these up at some of the general dollar store. I think a couple of other stores are selling, put them on sale now. This is the best time because I've seen them up to like 80% off. And then the little flower box, you can just, you have to look around. I give you the measure in this box here, and you just find a flower box to fit down inside it. Or you can just put it inside. It's made out of cedar. Just make sure you drill a couple holes in the bottom. We did put some legs, okay, 12-inch legs. I think it's about 1.5 inches by 12 inches long on a bottom. So this display here is going to be out in the middle of something, so it kind of keeps the wind from blowing it over. But if you don't want to put it up, and you want to put it close to your house, up against a wall or something, it'd be really great. Because you can just just place it up against something. And if you do that, you don't have to put the legs. Probably don't have to put it on there. So we're going to go ahead and get started on it, and we're going to show you guys step by step how to do this. So, okay, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, first thing we're going to need to do is go ahead and do this box right here. So we're going to build it first. So we're going to need 2 boards, and they're going to be 16 inches long, and we're going to need 2 boards 7¼ inches long. So let's go ahead and do those. And then we got 2 boards on the bottom we're going to do, and those 2 boards will be one 17 inches long, and then we're going to split that in the middle. So just go 3½ inches by 3½ inches. That should do it. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, 2 boards will need to be 16 inches long. And you don't have to cut these down, just leave them 5½ inches this way. Just cut them down to 16. Okay, let's see if I can get 2 of these 17 inches long. Two 7¼ Okay, I have the boards cut. Now I have these here. This is for the bottom. This is the bottom board. So we want to cut these boards 3½ inches wide. So we want to cut them 3½ inches wide. So we'll take ours over to the table so I'll cut these. These ones are done. We'll put them back over on the table. I have 2 sides, 2 long sides, 2 short sides, and then of course the bottom. Now I'm going to use a brad gun and probably about 1.5 inch nail. I'm trying to get rid of them flowers in here. About 1.5 inch nail and a little bit of glue we're going to use. Works good. So let's go ahead and start it. We're going to put these on the outside, so you want to put them out like this, okay? And then make sure you put the bow board in. So if you got a bow this way, stick that bow in, okay? That way you can pull that box in a little bit. So let me go ahead and get some glue on this. Maybe not as much. Okay. I know it's been pretty hot around here lately, and we thought the heat would have died down a little bit, but it hasn't. So it makes it a little rough to get outside and do some of the things you've been wanting to do all summer. I had a lot of heat and a lot of storms this year here in the eastern part of the United States. Probably, well, pretty much all over the United States actually, but a little different for us. The bottom boards, I just threw them up here on top. Now there will be a little bit of a difference of a gap, so you really, I guess you wouldn't have to drill any holes. I just took the 3.5 inches by 17 and just kind of eyed it up, so it doesn't really have to be perfect. Take your time. I have made a lot of mistakes with woodworking myself, so I know what it's like, that's for sure. Oh, want to start coming out on the end right there a little bit. We'll use that for the back. Let's do the next step, and it's going to be putting the fence boards on it. And like I said, it's going to be easy project. But you can see the gap in the middle of this one right here. Of course, it's great because, you know, if you put flowers in this, you'll be able to allow it to drain. Actually, you wouldn't have to drill holes. I thought maybe you had to. So these boards for the picket fence boards, we're going to have to cut these down. The width is going to have to be around 3 7/8. That's what we're going to need, that wide. Okay, so we'll go to the table saw and cut a few of them down to 3 7/8. Okay, first one we're going to need is it's going to be 23 inches long, 3 7/8 wide on a 45-degree angle. So we got this one already cut. We have the second one. We have it 27 and a half by 3 7/8 wide, and then a 45. Okay. Third one's going to be 32 inches long. So it is 32 inches long. 3 7/8. This has got to be cut on a 45. So we'll just hold this one off to the side here for a minute. And then we need one more, and it's going to be 36 and a half inches long. So we need to cut this one. $36 and a half. Okay, now we need 45 on the top of these. Make sure you find your center. We're going to need an extra piece cut because I use them for spacers, and we're going to put a 5/8 spacer. That's what size this board is. So it'd be a lot easier if you just use a piece of scrap. So let's go ahead and start with the first one. It's going to be the smallest one. I'm going to go ahead and place it over here on this end, and then just square it up with your box. Your box should be pretty square. You put a little glue down there if you like. Now, I know I'm going to have to change these staples, or these brads, to something a little bit smaller. Oh, these are, well, I'll tell you what. Where did I do that? I know it's here somewhere. Oh, here it is. A 1-inch should be big enough to put in there, so if you got a 1-inch staple, should work fine. Now I'm going to run a square here on mine just to make sure I'm going the right way here. That looks good. Now you could do this the other way. You could start with that small one over here if you like, and then go this way. But just place this up here like that, get some glue, and just go all the way across. You're pretty much there. And then there's a few other little pieces we have to do. Okay, here's what we got. All right, here you go. And then there's just a couple boards that come up here. You can see on this one right here that we have. And it's just a cut off, so it doesn't matter, you know, how big it is. You can make it wider if you like. We're going to go ahead and cut these ones, and we're going to do this one the same way. 21 inches and a 19 inch, so we'll go cut those two. Okay, now these two top boards, just be creative with those. And I didn't make a big fuss about putting them on, or you know, to line them up and everything. I just got a little bit of a measurement, so you could do them any way you like. Just make sure you put the right brads in it, so you don't shoot them down through and stick your table. You know. But the first one, you can, like this in here is not even the same from here to here to here. What I did, I just kind of laid it there and said, well, that looks good. Put it a little bit on a tilt, just to kind of give it that character. Same thing as this up here. You can just kind of lay it up there like this and just go, well, that looks good, and then just nail it down. Sometimes it's good to do that, just to throw a little bit of something out, then do that measurement. I'll show you here in a second. Okay, see what I'm talking about? Just it doesn't really have to be, you know, the measurement don't have to be perfect, but just go ahead and, you know, do it something like this just to give it character so people can look at it. And then of course what we did, we just had some, we have different colors. You can buy this pretty much anywhere, but all this is just some rope, and it's very inexpensive. And then there's a little bit bigger rope, and then that's how we got that tied down here on the top like this. And I just kind of tie a little bit of knot, like something like that, and then just start wrapping this around like this. You could do it with a bigger rope if you have something bigger. You can do it with something smaller, or even different colors. I thought about wrapping two together and see what two of them together would look like, but something like that. And then I would take this and just cut it off right here, if I can. Bring this one back around this way. Something like that. Small little something like this. Okay. There you go. And then of course I put a small nail in there to stick this right here in the middle. So you could just little tack or something and put up there. I don't know if that's still a little off, but there you go. Something like that. So there you go. That's really easy to make something like this. So if you want to make it, that's great. You can sell these things, I'm for sure you can. So really simple, and it's going to be great for next spring. So if you decide to make them, get them made now and put them back. You know, even though it's cedar and it's supposed to last a long time, you know, you can also put a Thompson sealer. If you like a Thompson, you got Olympics, you got a lot of different types. I like the Thompson, this water guard right here. It's just a clear, it's a wood sealer. It kind of seals it. So You can pick this up just about anywhere and just brush it on there. And if you brush it on, it's going to last a lot longer, even though it's cedar, because cedar it turns gray, just like everything else does. So by preserving it, maybe you can keep that color, you know, that cedar look color, last a little bit longer for you. Okay, well that's it for your project today. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you have, please hit that like button. Really appreciate that. And share it, share the video. Find somebody, you know, share it to somebody that would like to make it, and it's give them a chance to make something like this too. It's a great thing. Plus, I always say, you know, make something and share with somebody else. Give somebody a gift, a kindness. Right now, we need that throughout the world. There's a lot of things going on, and I think people need to help each other. When we help each other out, we all be in a lot better shape. So, okay, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed it. So, you guys have a great day and be safe, and have a great day.